Poolside convo about your summer last night. About your summer last. Let me stop. You should stop overthinking. You really should just honestly exile that out of your life. It's not it. It's not it, gang. Overthinking is just straight up not it. It's not good for your for anything. I'm not gonna lie. And there's a difference between overthinking and thinking too much. There's a little bit, or like thinking a little bit extra, because there's certain situations we're in, like let's say you're taking a test, you're taking an exam, you need to think a little bit harder to find the right answer. So there's certain circumstances that allow for it. There's certain circumstances that's appropriate for the extra required thinking, but for everyday daily decisions in your life, it's not it. It's taking you away. Overthinking is taking you away from the present moment. And our souls, they don't really live, but to what I believe, they don't live in the future. Or we as humans, we don't live in the future. We don't live in the past. We live right here, right now. This is as alive as it's going to get. The past already had happened. We haven't even met the future yet. So this is the most alive we are. Right here, right now. Your overthinking is taking away the beauty of that. It's taking away the magic of what's going on and what's being in the present moment. Your soul is in the moment. Your mental should be in the moment. Staying in the present moment is actually good for your mental health, by the way. I wanted to add that. And when you focus too much on the past, you're stuck. Actually, focusing on anything too much, you're stuck in that. And the difference between being stuck in the past and the future as opposed to being stuck in the present is we are supposed to be in the present. This is our rightful place of being, right here, right now. Like I said, we're not in the future, and the past already happened. So we're living in time zones that are inadequate to where we're supposed to be. We're supposed to be right here, right now. And your overthinking is taking that away from you. It is. You're thinking too much. Oh, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, and I need to become this, I need to achieve this goal by the end of this week, and I need to make sure my money. You're thinking too much about the future. You're thinking too much about a point in your life that you haven't even met yet. And you thinking about the past. I mean, to me, if I had to pick one or the other, being stuck in the past is way worse. Because at least in the future, you have something to look forward to. Being stuck in the past, like replaying stuff that has already happened, you keep on thinking about it. You can't even change it. At least, like, when you think about the future, you could change it. But, like, the past, it's like, that shit is set in stone, my heart. It's set in stone. It's done. There's nothing you can really do about it. So you're staying stuck in a time zone that literally cannot change. But the danger of thinking too much of the future is you think you have that much control. And that's cute. That any of us think we have that much control. Yes, I can say what we do in the present time does dictate how our future is going to end up. However, you overthinking about the future, you're going to get anxiety about it because you feel like, oh, I need to do this. You're doing all this planning. You're considering all these possibilities. You're trying to make sure you're prepared for all those different alternative possibilities that happen so you don't get caught off guard instead of just flowing and letting things be. Just letting things be and just trusting the fact that no, I don't have to think about this 24/7. I don't have to keep on strategizing and planning 24/7 about my future, and just simply trusting the fact that, like, I'm going to be okay. You overthinking makes you think the more I think about it, the more control I have over it. That is a dangerous place to be in, and I know because I've been there. Paralyzed by it. Paralyzed by overthinking and anxiety. It's paralyzing. You don't even move. Overthinking at that impacts actions you even take because you're living in your mental, and we're not even supposed to live in our mind. Yes, we can utilize our mental, we can utilize our mind to influence the soul in a positive way, in a good way, but you can also do it negatively. We're not meant to live in our heads. We're not. We're meant to be here, right now, in the present moment. That's where we're supposed to be. Like looping, being in your head all day, that made me so fragile and so weak. It's not even funny. I stopped trusting myself. I felt like I had to know an answer before I made a next move. I felt like I couldn't trust like that things were out of my control. I kept on trying to control everything. I kept on trying to make sure like certainty. I was so uncomfortable with uncertainty. But like bottom line is life is full of uncertainties that we can't control. And like all this planning, honestly, I could die tomorrow. And that's 100% out of my control. Ideally, yes, when I think about the future, like I'm thinking like I'm gonna live like past 70 at least. I'm a pretty healthy person, and I'm thinking about I want kids, I want to see my grandkids, I see me being a grandma and everything. So I'm thinking about my future, thinking I'm gonna live so long, but it's uncertain that I'm even gonna get there. So I'm doing all this planning for something that's like low key out of my control. Not saying there's anything wrong with thinking about your future or like if thoughts of the past come up because we have memories. Oh, that was fun. Or like, oh, you used to watch this. Yeah, I used to watch like Zoe 101 Victorious like during my childhood. That was good times. Like I'm such a remember when type of person. It's all about balance and limitations and knowing when it's like too much. It's because when I say this, I don't want anybody to get this video and be like, I have to be in the present. I have to be in the present. Even that, you're still trying to control yourself. Like, let yourself flow. Let yourself flow. And overthinking blocks that flow. It's preventing you from flowing throughout the day. Just flowing with the day, going with the motions. Because even if you want to plan your whole day, things pop up. Things happen. And then when you're so stuck with things going a certain way, when that unexpected thing happens, you're completely caught off guard. And sometimes if you don't have the emotional control, you might even spiral or crash out or just give up for the rest of the day. Like, oh, or like stressing because this unexpected thing came up. You can't get to the things that you had planned originally. So like, you're kind of going through it when you don't even have to, because you could just stop overthinking and let your state of being be at peace. I'm trying to tell you, it leaves you stuck. It's super, I want to say it's spiritually draining, but if I'm being completely honest, like I said earlier, it's just draining in all areas of life. I'm trying to tell you, when I was in college, freshman year, in the library, like just stuck, not even working on it there, on anything, just there in my thoughts. Because I had to figure something out. I had to. There was a certain situation, like, or certain thoughts. Like, I used to have, like, real bad, like, intrusive thoughts and stuff. Like, just try, like, just there, just, like, I need to, like, figure out what this mean. What does this mean? What does this mean? What does this mean? That's literally leaving me stuck in my mental. I'm no longer in the physical world anymore. No longer being where I'm supposed to be. I am blocking my blessings. I'm blocking my elevation at that. Because something I also want to mention about overthinking and how it really hurts your state of being, it makes you less confident. Because like I said, you feel like you have to do something, you have to control this, and you're not confident in the fact like, you know what, I don't have to think about this so deeply for me to be okay. For me, I thought I need to think about this, figure this out for me to be okay, instead of accepting, having the confidence like I don't need to think about this and dwell on this for, yeah, I have to be honest, like even an hour, like up to an hour, like hour out of my day dwelling on something in my mental, in my mind, just sitting there paralyzed. It's hard to even say that because it's just like that was me who went through that. So it's just like I have like extra empathy because it's just like, my goodness, like, Barr, like, why was you going through that, bro? Like, snap out of it. I wish, but like, grateful to God, like, I'm not there right like anymore, or like it's not as bad as it used to be. But like, just so y'all know, this is coming from a person who has lived that. It's not it at all. To the point like this, it could get so bad you might even need to go to therapy if you cannot get a handle on this. or you don't have the discipline to stop it. And why I'm saying like this overthinking is hurting your state of being, like I said, like it just really makes you less confident in yourself. You don't trust yourself. You don't trust the fact like I can just flow throughout the day. You don't trust, I don't have to think of it so much. Like I trust I can make the right decisions. Like, but just having to make sure, overthinking and looping and ruminating, it's hard. And then like it's worse when you make a habit out of it. It's one thing if you get caught doing that once, twice, 3 times. When you start integrating that into your daily routine, oh my goodness, you might be cooked. I was cooked. Not cooked forever. Definitely not cooked forever. Like, I don't promote that. Who's cooked forever? I mean, there's certain things we can't control. But when it comes to this, you're not cooked forever. But in the time being, I was cooked because it became a habit. Anything that becomes a habit, something that's deeply integrated, especially into a daily routine, is even harder to break out of it. Because now it's becoming automatic for me to do this. Now, biologically, I feel like I need to do this. If I don't do this, it's uncomfortable. It'll make you scared. It's scary. Because since this was so integrated into my routine, it felt scary not doing it. Because it's like, if I don't think about it, if I'm not sure, I'm living in fear. Going back to the main point, it's hurting your state of being. Overthinking will lead you into a world of fear. Because you feel like if you're not thinking about it, and you're not making sure, if you're not ruminating, if it's not looping in your mind, if you're not addressing that, it starts feeling scary. Because if you get into the habit, you need to address every thought in your head. You need to figure out every solution right there, right now, instead of just saying, it's okay that I don't have it figured out right now. I'm going to be okay. If things doesn't go my way, I'm still going to be okay. I didn't have the trust and confidence in that. So therefore, I would think all the time. It's so draining. And it really takes a shot at your self-esteem. Like, it really got to a point, like, I was so insecure. That's why I said, like, people can be mad insecure. Not to go too off topic. People can be insecure about their character and who they are as a person. Like, when people think of insecurity, people think, like, body, appearance, face, things of that nature. Honestly, I used to be insecure about, like, who I was as a person. And overthinking did play a role into that. My mental as a whole played, like, a large role. If not, maybe the only one. I'm not even gonna hold you. Because I got over, like, people being mean to me or whatever the case may be. Not like, I'm no sob story. Because it's not like everybody I met in life was mean to me. No. That's not my case. So that external stuff, but when, like, something internally is going on, it really takes a shot at you. But nonetheless, like, just trying to say, like, please stop overthinking. You're going to live scared. Once it becomes a habit, you're going to live scared. You're not going to trust yourself as much. You feel like you need to be in your head. It's funny because, like, at the same time, you don't even feel safer in your head, even though you're doing it more often. Because your head is mad chaotic. And that's probably why you're overthinking, you're ruminating. It's like a dog chasing its tail. It's just like over and over and over. And, like, you might think you found a solution, but yet you might find yourself right back at it either later that day. Because it's not like it's like that the whole day. It's really bad if it's like that the whole day. But it's like episodes in a day. And then, like, you get a break from it. And then, like, maybe towards the end of the night, you're going through, it's happening again. Or, like, first thing when you wake up tomorrow morning. Like I said, it impacts your state of being. Because first, it'll be mental. It'll start impacting your emotions. Like I said, I started getting insecure. And then physical. Yes. It impacts you physically too. Like, my heart would race. Chest would tighten. I could not breathe. I still struggle with breathing sometimes. Like I said, like, I'm like not the same person, but things still linger. But like main point, you're never completely cooked. You're never completely cooked. But don't let overthinking cause you this tragedy, because the crazy thing about overthinking, it's like you're fully responsible. Like nobody else can really force you to overthink. People can influence that. The external world can influence that, but it's your decision if you want to overthink. It's your decision if you want to entertain every single thought in your head. It's your decision if you feel like you need to sit down and make sure you're certain about something and you have a solution about something, instead of just flowing with life, flowing with the day, and trusting in God, trusting in yourself. I don't have to think about this. I don't have to dwell about this so much for me to be stable and for me to be okay. I don't want anybody to live in a state of fear. And if you noticing overthinking is a habit, like if it's a point, like it's a habit and you find yourself doing it automatically, like, oh my goodness, like please, like when you get to a point it's automatic, it's time to fight. I'm gonna keep it a buck. That's how I like to see things. It's time to fight. If you're not ready to be a soldier, you're not ready to be a warrior, this might be hard, but you gotta fight back. You gotta fight against your habit. We're not doing this anymore. And you're putting the foot down. And when you see, that's the beauty of us humans. If you keep on putting your foot down, keep on telling yourself, affirming yourself, we're not doing this, I'm okay. That becomes automatic as well. So it is possible, 100% possible, to stop doing this. 100%. Affirmations is very important. The only thing is, like, any recommendations you see online or what I'm about to say, like, you have to do it consistently. You can't meditate one day for 5 minutes and think, oh, I'm never going to be overthinking again. I'm out of this habit. It doesn't work that way. You have to implement a new habit to break the old one. It's like a replacement thing. Out with the old, in with the new. And you have to stop engaging with overthinking. That's another thing. You have to stop engaging with it. And you keep on, like I said, it becomes automatic. Even like to this day, there's some things, thoughts in my head I find myself automatically engaging with. And I have to remind myself, no. And like affirmations helps too. Like, no, and this is flowing out of me. That's something I kind of say. No, I forgive. Like, no, I'm not doing this no more. I don't feel the need to explain myself. Just things of that nature. Because affirmation does help. It's powerful. And pray. Am I talking to you or am I talking to me? Because I need to pray too. If you believe in a higher power or anything, I pray to God. But pray, definitely, like, spiritual help from the creator. Because why fight alone? You know what I mean? Meditation, breathing, like, out of everything, I think breathing helps the most. Because breathing helps you focus back to the present moment in your center. And breathing has, like, benefits. Like, it releases tension. You don't feel as stressed out. You don't feel as anxious. It biologically and physically can help. So breathing, like, if you don't remember anything, remember to breathe in and out 3 times if you can. Try box breathing, whatever the case may be. Look at a breathing video, like, because it's like you don't have to do a whole meditation, like, moment for breathing. Like, if you're in class and you find yourself overthinking, you're at work or you're at a family event, in the moment, and I know you don't want to make it so obvious, like everybody knows you're having a panic attack or something, but you can be real subtle, like, or even just do it throughout your nose if you really don't want to look, if you're worried about people, like, looking at you, like, are they good? Like, do it in and out. Like, you can breathe anywhere. Like, step out real quickly. Definitely take that into consideration. But yeah, hopefully y'all got the gist of this. Hopefully my personal example will encourage y'all to not be cooked like I was, because geez Louise, like, it's just not fun. And it's like, honestly, if I had to be even more deep, doesn't even make life worth living. I'm gonna be so straight up. Living in your head, that's not where we're supposed to be. It's not good for the soul. It's not good for you as a person. Be here, be right now. Don't let overthinking take that joy from you. Don't let overthinking take that blessing from you. Thank you for tapping in. Bye.